Hello, Leo, here we go. We are looking into your love and finances. There is going to be a timestamp for you to move ahead into the money and career portion of your reading. We are going to read love first. So as I mentioned below, there will be a timestamp to fast forward if you like to your career and finances. So let's go into your love situation for Leo. 7 of Fire. Your challenge, 5 of Earth, and your outcome for this love situation. You have the 4 of Water, Messenger of Air at the bottom of the deck. I'm just going to make sure these are positioned right. Okay, so the Messenger of Air. Well, you could have an initiation to do with communication coming up here. Let's just see what's coming in with that. 10 of Fire. Regarding your love situation, I mean, there could be a message coming in, or there could be a new form of communication or a spark of communication, and I feel it's going to alleviate pressure of the past where you've been carrying a lot of burdens and maybe even carrying a lot of responsibility in a relationship. I feel that there's something new coming in. It's going to kind of allow for some weight to be dropped in some kind of form. So you have the 7 of Fire, your main energy right now, which is signaling kind of this wanting to rise into greater self-expression, maybe to do with love. Maybe you're feeling overwhelmed by other people. I'm going to go into the tarot further for this one. This one I'm a little bit confused about. The 5 of Earth, in your challenge position, there may be a dissatisfaction around the process, the way things have gone, or the amount of time it's taken for something to turn around or grow. So there could be a dissatisfaction or an upset or even a stall on things. Maybe there's been a stall on relationship, or if you're single, there could be a stall within maybe meeting someone. But if you're in a relationship, there could even be just this sort of like stagnation and a disappointment around where things are currently at. You have the 4 of Water as your outcome here. So I'll look a little bit deeper. There may just be this sort of hesitation on moving forward as the outcome, taking your time, getting a feel for things before moving too fast or in a certain direction. Let's look into the 7 of Fire for more information here. You have the Moon. There's some fear around love. I'm not going to take those cards. There are way too many that flipped over. So you have the Emperor, the 7 of Pentacles, and the Sun. Okay. The Ace of Earth at the bottom of the deck. So you have the Moon, the Emperor. You have a lot of major arcana, a lot of big cards here for your relationship read. Okay, so I do feel that some of you have had either a breakup, a separation. There may have been isolation. There may have been, a lot of worry or doubt, or even just maybe feeling a little bit more alone, not really pursuing love. Or if it is a relationship you're in, there may have been a bit of a loss, like I said, like a dissatisfaction around the growth process. But I do feel like you have the Moon. There had been a situation, I feel, and it could have had something to do with expressing. For some of you, I have to say, if you had a conflict, there may be part of you avoiding that conflict. There may be part of you even uncertain of approaching it, or maybe if there's something that happened in the past regarding kind of being, I don't know how to say this. It's sort of, it's a situation that may have made you give up, or even not fight for what you want, or have your words expressed. So you may have gone into, like, again, maybe letting go or completely detaching, or maybe even in isolation. There may be fears around approaching the situation, or maybe even in a new relationship, cutting ties to what has happened in the past, maybe in a different relationship, to change the cycle or change the course of direction within within how you feel about love or how you express in love. So there may have been fear created around your ability to express yourself or to make amends or to charge forward in some kind of way. So for some of you, it may have created fear, and it may have also even triggered deeper subconscious fears. I have to say, with the moon is deep subconscious, right? So there can be this kind of like older fear that may have been activated during a certain situation, where some of you may have just completely cut out a certain person, or even feeling uncertain about yourself with regards to communicating or working through something or fighting for something. You have the Emperor here, Aries energy coming in. So I feel that a lot of you are working through those fears. I feel that a lot of you are taking charge in some kind of way. If it is creating change within yourself or within a particular relationship dynamic, you have the Emperor. This could be your other person, the divine masculine, or it could be yourself. But regardless, I feel that that there's something coming in here that's changing what happened in the past. It's almost changing some fears that had been developed, where you get this whole new shift arising. Now, this could be with that person, or it could be within yourself. The Seven of Pentacles is the growth. And the Sun is, it's your energy here coming in. So it's this very strong shift with regards to a relationship, or even how you feel about love. There's a new one coming in, or even an opportunity to build something new, something that is solid, something committed. And it is going to take some time. I feel there is this investment coming in to invest into the growth of that, and to invest into something stable and secure for the long run. So let's look under the Five of Earth. So that was your challenge, the Five of Earth. So it's a sort of like bit of that dissatisfaction kind of energy. This is your challenge. Maybe isolation, cutting someone out, cutting love out altogether for some of you. The Ten of Swords. Let's look at your guidance, the Two of Cups. So the guidance here is to bring someone closer, and maybe even to look for love. You have the Star as well. So the Fountain is coming in. This is your challenge here, the Fountain and the Ten of Swords. And so the main challenge is, it's really, I feel, through even isolation, through maybe spending time on your own, you may have gone through a very, very deep transformative phase where you've let go of a lot of pain, you've let go of a lot of suffering, and it's allowed for you to open up. It's allowed for you to deepen your spiritual practice, or to understand yourself more and to heal. But it may have caused a lot of pain. It may have caused a lot of difficult purging and introspection and healing and self-discovery, but the whole process is quite difficult. Could have even been dark night of the soul. So in this energy, or in this experience here where you're going through this difficult shift, it just could have felt we go through these moments and it feels very lonely, it feels very isolating, it feels very confusing, and for some you may just have given up on love altogether. But it did serve a purpose. Whatever happened in your past, it served a purpose to allow you to go through this. So this really truthfully isn't a challenge, even though it may feel like a challenge. It may feel really difficult, but it is providing for incredible transformation. And so your guidance right now is something around an opportunity leading to this Two of Cups. So there's an opportunity here. If it is either searching and seeking for your divine counterpart, but while also maintaining a level of practicality and commitment. But it's also maybe it's someone new, looking for someone new, or bringing in or healing a relationship from the past, with a level of commitment. And maybe there's also, for some of you, I feel, a business kind of relationship where you have business slash love. It kind of could be like a working, like you could work together even in business and or with investments, maybe even with the home, like anything in the material world. You have the Star, which is also your guidance here. It's to not give up on hope, to have faith, and to really tune into your guiding light, whatever that is, your North Star. So follow your intuition, follow your guidance. Sorry, too many cards there. I'm not quite ready. And your outcome for Leo. Look at that, Six of Cups. You're going to have a very powerful divine union coming in here. Let's see, some more information. Yeah, Magician. Look at that. So you have a lot of new energy coming in. You might have a new relationship altogether, or yourself, you're feeling different and almost new and revived, new, like a new sense of self regarding love in general. There may be part of you that may take your time around the Six of Cups. Now, Six of Cups could very well be your like a soulmate kind of relationship, something karmic, something very special. But I feel that you could be taking your time for a little bit here, just getting a feel emotionally deeper, just sort of, again, sinking into how you feel about it. And maybe even, like I said, for some of you, this could be someone you already know, and there could be an element of healing a relationship from the past, bringing it together. So you might just be, thinking about it or feeling your way through. And then all of a sudden you get the Knight of Fire, which is Aries energy here, moving you forward towards this advancement. You have a lot of this sort of impulsive energy with the Knight of Fire. It is moving forward with just like a free energy of saying yes, I'm going to initiate, I'm going to start, or this other person might come to you. But if it is calling for you to make that move, then I feel that you will be making that move. But again, it could be your other person coming in that same sort of frequency. And then you have the Four of Pentacles. Actually, I'm going to show this separately because I do feel that part of you is going to feel very, maybe even could be self-conscious around money. There could be even holding on to, I feel, it's going to be a couple messages here. It's going to be feeling maybe insecure or cautious around spending and money and self-worth, but it also could be protecting your heart. Maybe if you've gone through loss before in relationship or even with career, like it can create a lot of fear and uncertainty and wanting to control your space or the outcome or the momentum. So there could be a level of that holding on and protectedness, and it could even be within the heart. And then you have the Six of Swords, letting go and moving on. So this is allowing for you to transition and to move you towards a better future, letting go of past stories and patterns, and maybe even letting go of someone from the past in order for you to move to a new future. You do have two people in the boat there. And then the Magician at the bottom of the deck, which is as above, so below. It's creating a new relationship. Sorry for the background noise, by the way. I have the dryer going on and it's not that far from here, so you might be hearing some noise. But it's as above, so below. So this is a time where you're going to be, starting a new cycle, but getting really clear about what it's going to take to build it, in the tangible. Like it could be to do with home and maybe even building a home together, what the future looks like together, kind of tying everything, weaving everything together so that it becomes a formed and solid relationship in the practical realm. So I'm going to go into the career portion of the reading. One moment. Okay, Leo, we are looking into your career. This will be career and finances. I'm not quite ready yet. Career and finances. So we're going to look at your main energy for Leo for career and your challenge for Leo and your outcome for your career and finances. All right, Messenger of Earth. So you have 10 of Fire at the bottom of the deck. This is the end of a long haul. So a lot of you have been carrying a lot of responsibilities, a lot of pressure, maybe managing a lot, wondering if it ever is going to change, like this really heavy, kind of heavy slog energy, just working, and maybe not seeing the rewards, but you're at the end of that. You're at the end of any kind of pressure, any kind of, again, like I said, weight, responsibilities, like excess, I would say. Your High Priestess is coming in here as your main energy, which is really nice. Some of you might even be healers, teachers, working with energy, healing modalities, seekers. And so you could also even be really searching inward, seeking inward and doing a lot of self-reflection on your career path, what your purpose is, what's holding you back, because you do have the Moon as your challenge. So you could be using your You could even be like honestly going through some kind of healing process or working with a coach or a healer or a spiritual guide to work through your fears, understanding your deep subconscious and your limitations. Your messenger of earth is your outcome. So you're moving into a new direction, or you're creating a new, even career path in the practical, right? So it is Capricorn energy. It's building, it's perseverance, it's moving towards maybe a new, like I said, a new project, a new direction, building, manifesting, planning, strategizing, committing. All right, so let's look at the High Priestess. This is your main energy for your career, finances for Leo. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, we have two. I'm going to pick those, and then all these cards flew everywhere. Just one moment. Okay. Bottom of the deck. We'll take that. I had a little bit too many cards falling out there. So you have the... I'm going to look at those separate. So I feel here, Leo, that, yeah, the tides are turning. You do have the Wheel of Fortune here at the bottom of the deck representing movement. And I feel that, I feel for a lot of you, you've done a lot of inner work. I feel that you've done a lot of inner work that is going to reflect in your career. Of course, everything is all connected. And I feel that you may have been very dedicated and loyal to your inner practice. So it could be even shifting here because of the work that you've done, or even just because it's time. It's time that things move. It's time that things change. So you have the Five of Cups, and I feel that after a disappointing time, I feel maybe you've gone through disappointment. There's been a letdown. There's been something that didn't work the way you were hoping. Maybe you have the King of Fire coming out here, blasting out with Sagittarius energy, getting ready to be a leader, being ready to influence others, lead by example, inspire others, sort of be at the foreground, and could even, be an independent business owner. You do have a lot of fire coming out here, right? So the Seven of Fire, I feel for a lot of you, you've broken through some subconscious maybe fears or limitations, or that could be what you're working through for self-expression, to feel more confident and brave and able to work through even challenges from other people, or even if you're in the social media space, or even in your career, having to speak or lead or guide, learning to deal with other people's opinions and judgments and criticisms in a way of, I feel introspection and reflection and rising above it. And with that, you are going to become more aligned with your authentic self, your child self, feeling alive, feeling free, feeling liberated of maybe some fears, some subconscious fears that have been holding you back, or triggers, or even things that have maybe suppressed you in some kind of way from being authentic and from sharing your light and your vision with others. And even, again, dealing with others differently. I feel that, like, trigger responses, for example, are going to be lessened. I feel that you are going to be dealing with other people, and again, like I said, criticisms, etc., in a much different way. And the Ten of Fire again popped out here when those cards fell out. So it is coming to an end of a lot of uncertainty, a lot of burdens. I don't know if the camera's going to catch all of these in there, but yeah, it's time. You're coming to the end of this big journey here for many of you. You have the Moon under the Moon for Leo. This is your challenge, the Six of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles, your guidance. Okay. One of the main challenges here, Leo, you had both of these cards come out in your love reading, by the way. So everything is connected, right? And there's a difficulty letting go of something from the past. Now, it could be a way of thinking. It could be subconscious limiting beliefs. It could be attachments or fears of failure. It could be to do with financing, lack, scarcity, limitations, again, on the financial side, holding on. And it can be a very controlling energy. Now, all the fixed signs do have a level of stubbornness and control because of the fixed elements. All of them, all fixed elements, so Aquarius and Scorpio, have the same trait of being a little bit stubborn. Did I say Taurus as well? Yeah. So there is this level of, I feel, kind of stubbornness coming in, or it's like fixed or wanting things to... It's almost like a control, but is coming from lack. Is coming from lack. And I feel, even I'm going to go out on a limb and say that for some, it may be very unconscious. It may be a very unconscious reaction to be in fear or control or lack or scarcity. It could be a pattern, honestly, for some of you here under the moon. So it may be difficult to let go of an old pattern or an old way of thinking or acting or reacting. Your guidance, yeah, I feel that's going to be the main one, actually. So let me know if that does resonate. The guidance here is to change, to make change, to break patterns, to create movement. It's something to do with money. It's something around, I feel, subconscious beliefs pertaining to wealth and investment and growth. And so there could have been something holding you back in the past. This is guidance around making change to invest into your future and to maybe even work with money a little bit differently, maybe money mindset, nurturing the growth, kind of like shifting perception maybe with that moon, or shifting subconscious fears or beliefs around money, so that you can grow, so that you can nurture your finances. And maybe it's also saying, make wise decisions, be very smart and calculated, and think about the long term with your decisions, or where you're investing money, or even, again, your beliefs and nurturing, and maybe even changing the belief pattern around, again, finances, etc. Your 9 of water at the bottom of the deck has something to do with finding contentment right now. I feel that finding contentment emotionally will allow you to maybe even see things a little bit differently, or gain a sense of peace within the process. Now, under the Messenger of Earth, this is your outcome for Leo. You have Judgment, the World, Page of Pentacles, and the 6 of Fire, with the 2 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so your outcome here, you're coming to the end of a major chapter with the World and Judgment together. So it's in the order of the major arcana. You have Judgment, then the World. So you're right at the end of a major chapter in your life. The Messenger of Earth, Capricorn energy, is moving you towards this building your financial wealth, and maybe even a new project here. So this is all about changing cycles or attachments or situations from the past. So this is a huge shift that you could find yourself in. You might even be feeling right on the precipice between the old and the new, right at this point where you're right at that edge, squeezing between the old life and the new life. And I do feel that this is coming to an end, but you are going to be different as a result. And everything is connected, and our career is part of our inner experience, our inner self, our inner beliefs, and our patterns, and our actions, and these things. And I feel that is changing. I feel that there's a significant change within yourself that is, I feel, at the core of this all. It's going to be quite game changing for you. And then you have the Page of Earth and the 6 of Fire. So you have the Page and the Messenger of Earth here, which is advancing towards a new project, maybe even new perceptions around wealth mindset, investments, success mindset, etc. I feel that it is something around that core belief system that's going to change within the moon card there. And then the 6 of Fire is moving towards a victory. All right, so you're advancing towards a victory, and I feel that you can feel it. I feel that you'll get a sense of this because it's moving you forward. You have the 2 of Pentacles. Let's see here, the 5 of Wands. You might be juggling between several projects or a couple projects. You might be dealing with a lot of people as well. So you might be finding yourself kind of split energetically or with responsibilities. But this one's really interesting here as your outcome. All right, Leo, I am wishing you all the best during this time and beyond, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care.